channel. If you are new, my name is Dejah. I would love for you to go down and subscribe and become a part of my little family. And if you are returning, welcome back. So guys, today's video is going to be a tips video specifically for college freshmen, those that are in high school, seniors that are coming into college, or even just anybody who needs this advice. A lot of the tips that I have for this video can also be, what's the word? A lot of these tips that I'm giving can be practiced in the real world, everyday life. So this can hopefully benefit, you know, different people. Let's just get right into the tips. So the first tip, which I don't want to sound too cliche, but is basically to just stay on top of your work. When you're in college, obviously you're on your own. This is the time where you know, leave mommy and daddy, and it's all on you. So everything that you do in college is based off of you and what you want to do. You're basically in control of all of that. So, you know, whether it's going to class, doing this assignment, turning that in, talking to that teacher, handling financial aid, like anything. So you just want to make sure you're on top of everything. A lot of the times, for example, you can have a hold on your account, and when you have holds on your account, you are not allowed to register for classes for the next term. But holds on your account can lead to you not being able to do many other things other than registering for classes. So you just want to make sure you're on top of things like that, and you just want to be on top of your work, because who wants to, you know, fail because you're not on top of due dates and things like that. So you want to make sure you do your assignments on time and turn them in, stay on top of everything. So with that being said, tip number 2 is to do your work in advance if you can. As soon as the assignment is given to you, I would start working on it, whether it's not due for another month. A lot of the times when we wait, we forget, and then we realize the last second, like 2 nights before or the night before, and it's a major project. Also, when you start early on projects, you have enough time for you to proofread, for you to look over, for you to do edits and changes, and also have somebody else look at it from, you know, an outsider's point of view. And just somebody else other than yourself, because a lot of times we don't catch our own mistakes in what we do. So getting that second like peer edit or, you know, revision from someone else can make our papers better or our projects better, whatever the assignment is. So tip number 3 is not something that really you can do, but if you're at your college, university, whatever, and you're noticing that you're not liking it, like it's not the college for you, I would figure out where I want to go next. Like, start looking at schools so that you're able to transfer as soon as possible. You don't want to stay at a school that you do not like, because you have to stay there for, you know, 4 years of your life, and you don't want it to seem like dragged out. They're supposed to be enjoyable years of your life, and you don't want to be miserable during that time, if that makes sense. So don't stay at a school if you don't like it. That's how to put it in simple terms. So tip number 4, so, you know, in college, you know, we want to go out, do things on weekends. You don't want to stay in the house on the weekends. So, you know, we go off campus, and a lot of people that I know who are freshmen, including myself, we don't have cars, but we take Ubers. Now, when you take the Ubers aren't too expensive. I know for me, I don't go anywhere probably further than like 3 miles. Like, everything, because I'm in downtown Atlanta, everything is like near here for the most part. So I don't really have to go too far to go to, you know, where I need to go. So yeah, with that being said, we take Ubers, but they'll be around like $7 and $10, but you have to also get back. So that's, you know, times 2. And that can add up. That's almost $20 on Ubers just to go to one place. So my tip is to get at least 4 to 6 friends. 4 friends, you can get the regular, you know, regular Uber, regular car, and you guys split it that way. Or if you have 6 people, you guys get the XL and still split it. The Ubers are only between like $7 and $10. So when you get an XL, it might be like 11. And you divide it by 6 people, that's not even $2 a person. So my tip is just to split Ubers with as many people as you can, so that your cost goes down. So you're making a round trip for less than $5. So just be cost effective about getting around the city that's near your school, or wherever you gotta go. Just be mindful of that. Don't come to college thinking that you have to do something every weekend, that you have to go out to eat every weekend, you gotta go shopping every weekend, you just gotta be somewhere every weekend. It's okay to stay on campus for the weekend. Like, you don't have to go somewhere every day. I didn't do it at home, so it doesn't make sense for me to come here and just do it, especially when I'm not working. I don't have my own money. I'm using other people's money. You know, parents, family members. Excuse me. I'm using their money, so why would I, you know, use all of that just to go out and, you know, I get free food on campus and all. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So my tip number 6 is to take advantage of all of your college or university's resources. Your tuition includes all of that, so everything that's on that campus, you're paying for, so you might as well use it. The library, use it. Our library has a whole section of the studio section with MacBooks, with Mac desktops, and they all have Adobe, the Adobe like Illustrator, Premiere, all that, the whole package already installed on the computer. So that's what I use sometimes to edit my videos, to get a little, you know, more creative with the videos. My school personally has plenty of companies and guest speakers that come and speak to our schools, to, you know, provide knowledge, to offer internships. They give us so many opportunities by bringing the people to us. So make sure you go to those talks. Make sure you go and talk to people, meet people, you know, just take advantage of every resource you can. Anything free. The other day they were giving us free rides to the polls to go vote. Like, any free transportation anywhere, any free talks, anything free, definitely go to if it's free. Being say you want to join like clubs and stuff, you want to get out, join organizations that will benefit you. Don't just go out and join organizations that just to say that you're in an organization and to put on your resume. If it's not specific to your major, it's not really going to benefit you in the long run. And if it's not something that you enjoy, it's not going to benefit you. So just keep that in mind. So tip number 7, this is kind of more of a personal, I guess, opinion along with the tip. So for me, so my senior year of high school, I got my first job, October of 2017. So I got my first job, and then in April I got another job. So I was working 2 jobs. I had my side business, I went to school, and I was just a teenager. So I had a lot on my plate, but I have, because of good time management and, you know, discipline, I was able to handle doing all that. As a freshman, I would not recommend working, but it's all up to you and your family. What you guys feel is best for you at the moment. I personally am not working my first year, just to get adjusted, just to get involved, just to kind of explore and just get my foot in the door. If I was to work, I would work after my classes, but I would literally go to class and then go to work. So I wouldn't have any time to do anything extra, any organizations, any clubs. And the resources that I was talking about when people come and talk, that a lot of the times that's in the evening. So if I was at work, I would miss those talks. But if you don't have a job, but you have, like, you know, a talent that you do when you were at home, I would recommend bringing that with you to college. As you guys know, I bake. However, I couldn't bring that with me because of I don't have, you know, the equipment. I don't have a stove. I don't have oven. So I couldn't bring mine. But a lot of people do hair. A lot of people do makeup. So whatever. So if you have a talent, you might want to start now, so that you can bring it to college with you. Or if you're already in college, just start charging for your talent. Make money off of something that you like doing. and that will give you a little side cash, little, you know, money to work with, so that you're not completely broke while you're in school. So, but tip number 8, which kind of relates to, you know, money and everything, I would definitely recommend coming to college with a nice amount of savings. So, like I said, I had 2 jobs my senior year, and one thing that I'm disappointed, I don't regret, but I'm disappointed that I didn't save as much money as I could have. I really never put money away in my savings account. I was always just like, okay, well, I'm only going to spend this much money this month. I'm only going to spend this much money until I get paid again. I never put anything aside and literally forced myself not to touch it. So it really wasn't saving in a way. And so I only came here with maybe like a little under $400, you know, to my name. And of course that goes really fast, especially from being a freshman, just being excited, wanting to do everything, participate in everything. That money goes by fast. So definitely start saving as soon as you can. Save as much as you can. Really not saying stop hanging out so much your senior year or stay in the house more your senior year, but just be mindful of how much you're spending your last year home, because you want to save enough so that when you come to school you're not limited to doing things because of it costing and things like that. Things cost that you don't even probably think of, like, or the organization I'm in, the application fee was like $10, others are $15 and $20. There's just a lot of things that you have to pay for. Not a lot, but there's certain things that you have to pay for that you don't realize. And even when you get here, don't spend it all. Kind of budget yourself, and you should be okay. So tip number 9, along with going out all the time, every party is not worth it, y'all. And this is one of the tips where you're not, it's kind of like you have to learn for yourself type of thing. Even though I'm sharing it with you guys, you're probably not gonna, like, you know, follow it until, you know, you experience the same thing. So for me, when we first got here, I went to, not a party every weekend, but I went to a party almost every weekend. And you just start realizing, like, they're all the same parties, all the same people, all the same music, all the same attire. Like, everything's the same. The venues start being the same. And, like, they're literally just the same party, a different weekend. And when I tell you there's parties throughout the week, there's at least 3 parties, both Saturday and Sunday and Friday. Not so much Sunday, but Friday and Saturday. Sometimes Sunday, there's parties Thursday, Wednesday. Like, the parties get crazy. But it's not necessary to go to every one. Like, really pick which ones you want to go to wisely. They're all not worth it. And I've stood in lines for hours because of, like, the, oh, you'll get in free before 11, but you have to actually be inside before that time. So I've stood in lines and then got to the front and it's like, oh, it's $10. So again, you're spending unnecessary money to go in there, and then 5 minutes later, 15 minutes later, like, all right, I'm ready to go. Like, this music's, like, whack. So you guys will live and see that, you know, you'll stop wanting to go to every party, or even parties in general, certain parties. But they're definitely all not the hype. They're really not. And so tip number 10, my last tip, is just to enjoy your college experience. Don't limit yourself to anything. You never want to set boundaries on yourself, especially in these years, your college life. This is when you're going to experience the most. So you definitely don't want to limit yourself to doing anything. Try new things. Be open-minded. Be optimistic. Try talking to new people. Switch your seat every class. Like, whatever you got to do to be uncomfortable, do that. Because when you're comfortable, you're never going to try anything new. You're not going to experience anything new. And it's the time where you want to learn about yourself. So just have fun, but do your work. Don't forget why you're at school, and make memories. And that's pretty much all I have. I myself am still a freshman, so I'm still learning things, of course. Those are just what I've picked up since I've been here. And yeah, I'm sure I will come up with more, but I hope that some of you guys benefited from these tips. I hope some of you will take some of these tips. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Again, if you are new, I would love for you to go down and subscribe to my channel. I am going to try and post weekly again. I really need to really need to discipline myself and get back on my schedule and post. But definitely every week. I don't have a set day right now, but I'm trying to post every week. I will post every week. I will post every week from now on. And yeah, so please subscribe, and if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all next week. Bye, loves.